Knicks fans, I think there's one player who could end up changing this final series that almost nobody is discussing, and that is Jordan Clarkson off the bench. And before you click off and say Clarkson barely plays, that's exactly right. That's why this is interesting, because the last time the Knicks played the Spurs in a championship setting, Jordan Clarkson became one of the biggest reasons New York won. And I do not think enough people remember that. The NBA Cup final feels like it happened forever ago, but go back and watch that game. The Spurs were rolling until the fourth quarter. The momentum was on their side. The Knicks needed offense, the Knicks needed energy, and the Knicks needed somebody to change the game. And Jordan Clarkson answered the call. The Knicks rallied from a double-digit deficit to beat San Antonio in that championship game. That's what Clarkson does. He's unpredictable, and in the NBA Finals, unpredictable players become dangerous players. Because think about what San Antonio is preparing for right now. They're focused on Brunson, on Cat, on Bridges, and on OG. They're focused on Mitchell Robinson's impact on the glass as well. Nobody is spending sleepless nights worrying about Jordan Clarkson. And that might be exactly why he matters, because all it takes is one game, one night where the starters struggle, one night where foul trouble changes the rotation, one night where the offense gets stuck, and one night where somebody needs to come off the bench and generate points. And suddenly, Jordan Clarkson becomes the story. We've seen this throughout his entire career. He's made a living doing exactly that. Microwave scoring, instant offense, momentum changing, and honestly, Knicks fans, there's something else about this matchup that's making me pay attention. This series is personal for Clarkson, because these finals are being played in San Antonio, his hometown. He grew up there, starred at Karen Wagner High School, and now returns home for the NBA Finals with his father, who battled stage 4 cancer, expected to be in attendance. Think about that for a second. The biggest stage in basketball, the city where he grew up, the team he watched as a kid, his family in the building. You don't think that's meaningful? You don't think that's motivation? I do. And here's the craziest part. The national conversation is not even about him. It's about Brunson versus Wembanyama, Knicks versus Spurs, New York's 53-year title drought versus San Antonio's next dynasty. But championship series are rarely decided only by stars. There's almost always a game here and there where a role player changes everything. A game where somebody unexpected swings momentum. A game where everybody says afterward, we should have seen that coming. And I think Jordan Clarkson is one of the strongest candidates on this roster to be that guy. Even Knicks fans are debating it right now. Some think his role is too small currently. Others believe he's overdue for one of those classic Clarkson explosions, because we've already seen him save games for this team in the biggest stage during this season and the NBA Cup run. And honestly, I'm leaning toward the second group, because Mike Brown has shown all year that if somebody is rolling, he will find a way to use them. The finals are different. You don't care where the production comes from, you care about winning and winning only. For example, if Clarkson gives you 15 points in 12 minutes one night, that is massive. If he swings a quarter, that's also massive. If he steals one road game in San Antonio, that could literally change the entire series. And that's why I think Knicks fans are overlooking one of the biggest X factors in the finals potentially. Not because Jordan Clarkson is suddenly becoming a star, not because he's going to average 25 points, but because championship series often come down to moments. And Jordan Clarkson has spent his entire career proving that he's capable of creating one, and the Spurs already saw it once. The question now is, can he do it again? And I'll throw a fun fact in here as well. If you guys haven't heard it already, there will be the first Filipino NBA player to win an NBA championship in history. And that's either Jordan Clarkson or Dylan Harper from the Spurs. And the real question is, if the Knicks get one random 20-point Jordan Clarkson game this series, how many games does that swing in general? Let us hope the Knicks do not come out flat tonight against the Spurs in Game 1 after an over 1 week of break. They did mention that they would tweak their practices in a certain way so that it doesn't repeat like last time in terms of the rust in Game 1 against Cleveland. And of course, there's another player off the Knicks bench who is not talked about enough, and that is Jose Alvarado with his playmaking ability. He's going to compete on both ends of the court and bring that high energy every single night. So let me know what you guys think about the Jordan Clarkson perspective in the comments below. And as always, it's been KNYT here, and I'll see you guys in the next one.